What's going on? It's Monday, man. Back in the truck. Um, so it's Monday. What you do on Monday? You start looking for lows. That's what you start doing on Monday. That's kind of my routine. I get up Monday morning and I start looking at lows. I'm watching the board. I'm watching the board. I'm watching the board. I'm trying to get my week straightened out. Got to tighten up on my week. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. I want to talk about something real quick. You know, y'all got to do y'all research. I mean, to me, that's common sense, but y'all got to do your research. I just finished watching Chasing Andrew's video when he's talking about his experience doing a lease purchase at Big Rock. Yeah. I mean, it's all good because even though Chasing Andrews' experience wasn't a success, he still came out on top. And let me tell you why. Because I know a lot of y'all like agree and disagree on, ways to get in the truck, but like my philosophy is always get a fucking truck, because you guys got to learn how to face failure, face fear. You know what I mean? Don't be scared to get out here and fail, man. Okay, you do a lease purchase and you fail. So, that's a learning experience. You know what I mean? It's just like, I get a lot of guys that send me a lot of messages talking about not doing a lease purchase. It's almost like they're scared. They're more scared than me, because I can feel it in the words. It's just like, I ain't scared. Like, I'm scared, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I got savings. I got lines of credit. And I've run for a company that's got a load board. So I'm gonna pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of dude I am. I come from a working class family. I'm not lazy. I don't make excuses to nobody. I do what I gotta do. I'm 35 years old. I do what I need to do. So when push come to shove, I do what I gotta do. I don't point the finger at nobody. I've been there and done that. I've been working since I was 12 years old. I ain't scared to work, I'm not a bougie dude, so, I ain't scared to break a sweat. But, like, I get a lot of guys who attack me because I'm doing a lease purchase. Because they've heard the horror stories at other companies that their lease purchase don't work. Well, like I tell y'all need to do y'all research. And you need to read the contracts and ask questions. Okay? Chasing Andrew did a review on RoadRunner, Big Rock RoadRunner, or one of the subsidiaries of RoadRunner. Now, let me tell you, I was gonna go to RoadRunner before I came over to Snyder, because I was looking at all these companies out here, because I wanted to get a fucking truck. I've been looking at this shit for 10 years. I've been thinking about getting a truck for a long fucking time. And like over the years, I've been looking, talking to guys, looking. You know what I mean? And, it basically boiled down to where I needed to go to a company that allows you to book your own loads. Because I know guys at RoadRunner that are doing good. You know what I'm saying? I know guys that are doing good. I know guys at RoadRunner. I know two guys in particular. I got their phone numbers. I know one guy, he say he do about $2,000 a week. It's like, okay, he's, like he did a 1-year lease and turned the lease truck in, then he went and got his own truck. But like, it's crazy because it's like a lot of guys, they'll tell you go to a dealer and get a truck, when to me that just doesn't matter. The fundamentals of running a business don't matter where you got the fucking truck from. That don't matter. It's just like you need to have a savings and have some credit available to you, either a credit card or something like that. Don't get out here and then you have a breakdown and then you don't have no means to pay for the shit. That's how the lease purchases don't fucking work. Okay? You come out here with fucking $1,000, $5,000 savings, man. Your truck go in the shop, man. It's gonna eat that shit up. You know what I mean? And then you got household bills and shit. Like, huh. Really? So, okay, I was gonna go to RoadRunner. After doing my research, talking to guys, and like I talked to a lady over at RoadRunner. Her name is Holly. Yeah, I spoke to a lady at RoadRunner. Her name is Holly. I got her phone number in my phone. And I say for about a good 2 years, I would contact her and reach out to her and say, hey, what type of running lanes do you have available? Because how RoadRunner does it, when they hire some drivers, they put you on a running lane. Like, when I called up RoadRunner, they had a running lane going from Atlanta to Maine. And then you go from Atlanta to Maine and back. You know? Sometimes they have loads, sometimes they don't. So I calculated that just naturally. I calculated that. I was like, okay, fuel, truck, no. And like I was looking at the numbers, I was like, yeah, you gonna gross a lot of money. Like I tell you in all of my videos, I tell you it's a numbers game. It's a fucking numbers game, okay? I calculated the numbers. Yeah, you're gonna gross about $5,000 a week, okay? 5,000, you know, anywhere from $4,000, $5,000 to $6,000 a week. But here's the deal: with RoadRunner, you gotta lease a trailer. That trailer lease, I think it was like $250 a week. $250 a week or some shit. Is it $250 a week? And I did the numbers. It pretty much came out to like, I think like $800 to $1,000 a month for a damn trailer rental. So I'm like, nah. And then I'm like, okay, the truck note, okay. Because at that time they had some Volvos. Because Holly, I forgot, I'm not sure if it's Holly or some girl out of Wisconsin. And like, they said they had some Volvos, they had some Freightliners, straight from the dealer. So when you lease the truck, you go straight to the dealer and get these trucks. So I guess they had some kind of agreement. At that time, they didn't go through quality when they leased the truck. So here's the deal, man. So I calculated the numbers. I'm sitting here calculating the numbers, and I'm like, nah, these numbers ain't adding up to the money I want to make. You know, it kind of came down to like $800, $700, $800, $900 a week, and I'm there like, nah. As a owner operator, lease operator, man, I'm trying to make about $1,500 to $2,000 a week. I need at least $1,500 to $2,000 a week for this shit to be worth it. You know what I mean? Like, if I make more than $2,000 a week, good. But for a whole week of running, I need to see $2,000 a week. Something of that nature. Not on a regular basis, but I've been in trucking long enough. I know, okay, every week you ain't gonna make $2,000. But I need to see something of a number. And I calculated the numbers. I got that same cheat, that same printout that Chase and Andrew got, okay? Because it's got company drivers and it's got owner operators on one side. And I started calculating the numbers. It's got all these fucking deductions. You got the trailer. And you don't get any, they don't help you with tolls or nothing like that. They don't have no maintenance plan or nothing like that. So I'm like, fuck. This program ain't gonna work. So I didn't go to RoadRunner. Another company I was looking at, what's the other fucking company? It was another company I was looking at because I was looking at companies that allow you to book your own loads. Because it got to a point, man, I was like, man, I ain't getting no younger, man. I need to go ahead and get a truck. So I came across Snyder. Okay? I came across Snyder's lease purchase program. Okay? A lot of you guys say, okay, Snyder's lease purchase program, the payment is high. But I don't have as many deductions as a lot of these companies out here do. You know, the only deductions I have on my settlement is truck note, insurance, base plates, and fuel. That's it. And depending on how hard I run, fuel is my biggest expense. Because truck note and insurance is about $8.50 a week. So, and the fuel is another $8, depending on how I run. Anywhere from, if I run 5 days, my fuel, if I run 5 days, my fuel gonna be about $800 for that week. Now, if I run 6 days, depending on where my fuel stops and shit end up at, my fuel costs will be low for that week. Like last week, I burned like $900. I think I burned about $900 in fuel. Because a lot of times, before I go home, I like to book a load going through South Carolina so I can get some of that cheap fuel. So I book a load. My last load, I like to book it going through South Carolina so I can top my tanks off. Then I'll go home. Then I'll be ready to come back into South Carolina to get another load. So I keep in my, I at least like to run through South Carolina two times a week. So I'm topping my tanks off with that South Carolina cheap fuel. You know what I mean? Because buying fuel in any other states like Georgia, Alabama, and shit like that, Florida, fuck. These states are like, it's like 30, 40, 50 cents more per gallon. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of money. So that's the deal, guys. You guys need to do your fucking research when you're thinking about doing a lease purchase program. Now, if you're interested in coming to Snyder, you can leave your email, or you can email me at jhtrucking45@gmail.com. If you interested in coming to Snyder, I'll share my settlements with you. I can, sit down with you if I can meet up with you, or, we can do Skype or something like that. I'll go through my settlements and show you what the real deal is. I'm not putting that shit up on YouTube. I'm sorry. Because I don't know. I know Snyder has a policy about that shit, sensitive information. The only thing I can tell you is by word of mouth over the YouTube. I can tell you, hey, I did this much. My deductions are this much. But I'm not putting them shit on no fucking YouTube. I'm not doing it. I don't care what you say. Go jump off a bridge. I'm sorry. If you can't understand that the legal part of that shit, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, man, y'all gotta do y'all research, man. Because, like with Snyder, over here at Snyder, we don't pay for tolls. Now, the only thing that I do pay for is this thing right here. Now, I pay for this. This is $15. This is $15 a month. I pay for this. Okay? You got to set up the account. You call up Pre-Pass. You call up Easy Pass. And I pay $15 a month. That's it. Now, if I go up in the Northeast, go across the George W. Bridge, I don't pay for that shit. Snyder pay for it. The only tolls that Snyder doesn't pay for is Florida and Oklahoma. I think, yeah, Florida and Oklahoma. That's about it. All the other tolls, Snyder pay for. And to me, the rates seem relatively okay, given that they still pay for the tolls. Like, you still get decent rates, I try to book loads $2 plus a mile. Those are the loads I look for. If the load ain't paying $2 a mile, I ain't fucking with it. Unless I'm going home. Because I don't mind taking shit load going home. Because I like to book loads that's $2 a mile. That allows me to deadhead. If I got a deadhead, that'll compensate for deadhead. That keeps my average per mile on the truck up. So that way, when I deadhead, because I use the truck on my personal time. So it's just like I need those loads to pay for the running around I gotta do. So, yeah, man. So that's the deal, man. Y'all gotta do your research, man. Like when I'm telling y'all I'm taking home $2,000 a week, I'm taking home $2,000 a week. That's what it is, man. Anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a week. And everything else is paid for. Everything is paid for. Like the truck note, everything is paid for. Truck note, insurance, everything's getting paid for. I don't have all that extra shit. There ain't no trailer fee. There ain't no Qualcomm fee. It ain't, that's it. Insurance, truck note, and fuel. That's it. And you know, you got base plates, that's $30. But that's it. It ain't, that's it, you know. It's no smoke and mirrors and shit. If it was, I'd tell you, you know. If you really want to come over here, send me an email, jhtrucking45@gmail.com, and then we can talk. All right? Appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.